Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Guys up front line up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offense. Always impressive with you. Defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Running out of time in the pocket. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. Fights off a defender.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The DB is backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again. No shot to bring her down. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule to catch a big gainer.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a quick grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Knights looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Launching downfield. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Knights looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
He's found some room at the 45. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12. A red zone opportunity. The Knights looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. The back's got it. Running through the tackle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF.
Boy, what a tough matchup for this defense. What are you going to do down inside the 5-yard line? The quarterback knows that he has a mismatch, just puts it up in the air, and lets the big man climb the ladder for the score.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They had got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
offense getting set. It's second down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They look to throw it here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Cross. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Sooners have first and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Send the back in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Second down after that short completion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
When he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. UCF offense back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got it. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Nice. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him at the 27. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The field goal is good. And they've regained the lead. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Oh, the ball comes loose. And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And, Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
He's swarmed by the defense. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Receiver in motion now. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Boy, snap to the back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
No gain on second down. Can they punch it in here? Third and goal from the 2. That's a design quarterback keeper. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, this has been tough to watch. So disappointing. They just can't punch it in. They're that close on third down, and the offensive line gets dominated at the line of scrimmage, and you get tackled behind the line. Oh, my gosh. Chris, the question is, are they going to go for it here on fourth down, or are they just going to take the points?
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Tries to get it to the running back. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Off the play fake on first down. Here's the throw deep downfield. He's got it out of the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. The quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Second and long now from their own 10.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's
looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Now the important point after it's out. It's the up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Powers through a tackle. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. first down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he lobs it deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights pick up enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Knights come up to the line in the hurry-up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Well, he scrambled and scrambled, doesn't get the ball away, and is finally dropped for a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he pulls in the catch. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Play action here on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. 1 down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Pressure is coming. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
On 1st down, it's play action. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone.
What? Just runs through a man. A mismatch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll try the option play here. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues. Let's see if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. Touchdown, Knights. There was a foot race and he won it.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Acorn.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And that pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
37.
And the hand seam able to recover the football. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Great, just trucks through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And it's a kneel down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. A really entertaining one. It was 1-1 to call.